Our Education Secretary has ruffled a few feathered caps of the latte-sipping Ivory Tower Brigade by spouting a bit of plain English.
Somebody asked me, well, what will people ask you in 10 years' time? They won't ask you anything about your A-level grades in 10 years' time. They'll ask you about other things you've done since then, what you've done in the workplace, what you did at university, and then after a period of time, they don't even ask you what you did at university.
Gillian Keegan, bless her, is bang on. Once you've rolled up your sleeves and got some proper graft under your belt and demonstrated a spot of old-fashioned work ethic, who's squinting at a sheet of paper with your A-levels on? Certainly not me, certainly not any employer I've worked for. Unlike those at Sly News and the Labour Party, maybe I'm just not a stuck-up snob. Because Bridget Phillipson, Labour's Shadow Education Secretary, an Oxford alumnus from the hallowed halls of Hertford College, and she was a big wig in the Oxford University Labour Club, no surprise there, she chirped, "Hard work matters, results matter," apparently suggesting A-levels might not be the be-all and end-all is the height of rudeness. How dare Gillian Keegan? I mean, seriously, do pull the other one, take your head out of your bottom, the Labour Party. Because, by the way, little nugget for you here, Gillian Keegan, that rude, dismissed Tory stooge, she actually cut her teeth when she was 16, working away at a car factory as an apprentice, not penning essays on obscure medieval poetry at Oxford University. Now, what are we actually peddling to our kids? That if you can't wave a piece of embossed university paper in the air, that you're doomed? That they should plunge into a swamp of debt for a degree in, I don't know, Taylor Swift studies or some other useless Mickey Mouse degree? Only to find employers want experience, not theories on Taylor Swift's impact on the world and feminism? Some of our bright sparks aren't cut out for long lectures and dusty tomes. I know my younger self would have dozed off in the first row. I didn't get any A-levels. I went straight into a hairdressing apprenticeship from being a Saturday boy at the age of 15 and worked on the shop floor in a salon in County Durham. And guess what? I'm really glad I did. Because like Gillian Keegan, it gave me experience. It gave us confidence and communication skills. So why the Labour Party hullabaloo when someone says, "Oi, chin up, your life's worth more, mate, than a piece of paper," than some scrap of paper from some school that seems these days to care more about gender ideology than maths and English these days anyway? And it's because Labour's brigade, packed with identical Oxbridge PPE clones, that's politics, philosophy and economics to you and I, they can't fathom a world outside of their university echo chambers that they really rather enjoyed. They'd rather churn out students from the cookie-cutter uni conveyor belt, ideologically left-wing, inculcated in a sewer of identity politics, gender studies and virtue signalling. No thanks. Frankly, I think it's a racket, and I saw that early on, and I think it's an affront to the taxpayer. I, for one, am chuffed to see a Tory rolling up the sleeves and batting for those who aren't acing every paper, but have the grit that truly counts instead.